Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
I'm Shresh Chaturvedi of Class 11, DPS Greater Noida.
I'm Samriddhi of Class 11th, DPS Greater Noida.
Welcome to a festival of everyday science, a festival of physics, a festival of centripetal and centrifugal force. Here, first let's look at a man stuck in a hole and he has to get out of that hole. How will he do that? He'll run round and round around those walls and he'll get to the top. While we also get to see the thrilling and amazing stunts of those bikemen in Maut Ka Kuan, well of death. Now that we know the thrill and excitement of the centripetal and centrifugal force, Samriddhi, can you please explain us these concepts of centripetal and centrifugal force?
Yes, of course. We all know that force is required to move an object, and force acts differently on different bodies depending on the type of motion it exhibits. In the case of circular motion, a different type of force comes into existence. That is centripetal force. Centripetal force is a force responsible to keep a body in circular motion, continuously directing it towards the center of the circle along which it's traveling. It is a force that acts perpendicular to the velocity of the body, changing its direction, not the speed. It's just like an invisible hand that continuously nudges an object towards the center of the body, preventing it to fly off in a straight line. This is all about centripetal force. Let's talk about centrifugal force, which may seem like a force that pushes things outward during a circular motion. But here's the catch. It's not a real force. Instead, it's just like a feeling that you get when you are moving in a circular movement.
So, Samriddhi, can I put it in layman terms as centripetal force being a force during circular motion which acts towards the center of the curvature, while centrifugal force is a pseudo force. It is not a real force but a pseudo force which acts opposite to centripetal force.
Yes, of course. You are right.
So now, since we have understood the concept of centripetal and centrifugal force, why not let's take a break? Let's make some lemonade. So, are we really taking a break? You see, when I start mixing this, the sugar at the start was all over the base of this container, and when we start mixing it, it starts to collect at the center. That's because of the centripetal force. While when I mix it faster, the water starts to overflow, right? That is because of centrifugal force. So Samriddhi, can you give us some more examples of these daily life scenarios?
Yes, of course. There are many examples of centripetal force in our daily lives, just like merry-go-round, loops of roller coaster, movement of electrons in an atom, hammer throw, shot put, etc.
So, since we have understood the concept, we have got some basics down, and we also understand how it is part of our everyday life. Samriddhi, I've got a challenge for you. Without touching this ball or tipping over the jar, can you lift this ball up?
I can try.
Of course she could, because it's a challenge, not something impossible, right? So Samriddhi, do you know the concept behind this?
When we place a ball inside a jar and spin it, the ball continues to spin with the jar
because of our circular motion, and this keeps the ball at the walls of the jar and it keeps circulating, defying the laws of gravity, and because of the friction and because of the centripetal force. While if we decrease the velocity of this spinning, the ball falls like we just saw. That's because gravity comes into action and the centripetal force is directly proportional to velocity, right? So now that we have got a challenge completed and we have got the concept and everything down, why not let's give you an innovative idea, right? I believe we can use the centripetal and centrifugal force for energy storage. You ask me how? That's because, see, for rotational energy storage, what we have to do is we need a rotor or a flywheel. So, and we convert the renewable energies like wind or solar energy into kinetic energy. When we have surplus amount of energy, we can use motor to spin those rotors or flywheels faster, more the velocity, more the kinetic energy, and we can use that energy later on when required. Now, if this is such a great idea, why has it not been made yet? Because there are some limitations, right? Centripetal and centrifugal force play a role in these circular motions, but they are in itself a mechanical energy, form of mechanical energy, right? So when they converting this mechanical energy into electricity or other kind of energy is not practical because we lose most of the energy during friction or production of heat. That's why these are things like the concept of rotational energy storage is not yet. But if we soon find a solution, we can surely use the centripetal and centrifugal force in the rotation as well. Since we have got an innovative idea challenge and we have understood the concept as well, why not end this festival, this carnival? Thank you.